hola, aloha, ciao, salut, ni hao, namaste, ohayo, yagasma, здравствуйте, привет, bună, dzień dobry, sziasztok, hello, xin ciao, yobosio, tere, salam alaikum, saskriyakal, marhaban, merhaba. Welcome, my name is Brunel. If you don't know who I am, been a bit absent and a bit quiet lately, not been feeling well, sorry about that, but it's not about me. There is a new makeup collection, or collection, whatever you want to call it, makeup collection collab that's just hit the shops recently from Makeup Revolution. Nothing unusual about that. It is probably the third or maybe the fourth. Recently they had Kami MUA and then they also had Tammy. This one is with Soph Does Nails. This is a second collaboration. I never bought the first one, but I bought this collaboration, which consists of an eyeshadow palette which is called Extra Spice. Yeah, Extra Spice with as well as 3 nude lipsticks, which are here, and it comes in this pretty rose type rose gold packaging. So nice. It's got, you know, Revolution, Soph X in there as well. And this is the actual palette here. In the palette you have 18 eyeshadows in total, of which 6 are shimmers and the rest are metallics. They've got a combination of the purples and so on and a bit of red, but it's a you know bright eye, you know, eyeshadow palette. In each eyeshadow you've got 0.5 grams. It is vegan, it is cruelty free, and it also has a shelf life of 12 months. So without further ado, is the whole collection worth buying, especially if you have someone of my skin tone? Can you get away with wearing all of them, or none of them, or some of them, or whatever? So let's just get into the video, okay? Yeah, so we're getting into it. The first color I'm going to go for is this one here, which is called Sweet and Sour, and it's like an orangey shade. Ooh, it is very soft. I'm just dabbing it very gently, and there is a lot of color payoff. And let's just blend it in. And by the way, as an eye base, I've used NARS Soft Matte Concealer, and I use that all the time. Ooh, whoa. pigment, oh my goodness. Oh wow, this is so pigmented. I'm using the wrong brush. Blast it. Never mind, that will do then. But as you can see, it is really well pigmented and blends in so easy. Look at that. Oh yeah. Next shade we're going into is this one, Cheesecake. And again, I'm using the same brush and just dabbing in gently. Not a lot of fallout at all, actually. So far this is not a palette that you have to worry about a lot of fallout, but you just have to be so gentle with it. This is how much color payoff there is. Not a lot of flyaway product either. And just starting from the inner and then taking it to the outer. Ooh, all right, Sophbox. Sophbox. Who's Sophbox? All right, Soph Does Nails. Sophbox. I have no idea where that came from, but wow, this is such a well pigmented color. Ooh, and it blends so easily, even easier than the previous one. I hope you can actually see this. This is the first time, obviously, I'm trying these, and it is super. This is so easy to blend. I am so impressed so far. And look at the pigment. Look at the pigment. Wow. Next shade I'm using is this one, Mild Wine. Using a different brush, slightly smaller. This is a Morphe M322 brush, and the previous one was a Morphe M139 brush. So I'm just dipping in there very gently. One tap. You have to be so gentle. This, there's a lot of color that's coming onto the brush itself, and there isn't any kind of sort of fallout really on the palette. So let's just try it and see. Just building that corner. Woo-wee. Oh yeah. Next shade is this one, Enchanted, and I'm using a Zoeva 227 brush. Slightly fluffy, It's really not the right brush to use, but you know what, I can't find my brushes. Clean them up, put them somewhere, and I can't find them. Ooh, just a little gentle dab is all that you need. So but this is real hair, you know, as opposed to synthetic. So that might be why you get so much, but you only one little dab, and I managed to get this much. There's a bit more fallout on this particular color shade than the others, but it's not bad at all. And again, it doesn't feel that powdery. And just dabbing it, oh, did you see that? Oh yeah. And just going to pat that down and build the color. So you've not even added any more color shade, any more color, and look at that. Ooh. And let's try it again. Dab it in. So you can see it's definitely buildable. I'm just going to pat that in and then blend it inward. Moving on to the first of the shimmers, we're going to go for this one, which is called Romance. I'm going to start by using a brush and not wetting it, just to see how much color you can get and how it transfers onto the eyelid. So that's not bad, but it's not enough for me. Let's try it with a finger. A bit more. And I'm just going to try it with a wet brush and see which is the best way to apply it. Oh yeah, wet brush is definitely better for me anyway. Others may disagree. I'm just going to apply that all over my lid. Definitely better with a brush, with a wet brush. Going back in with the Morphe M139 and just going to gently, super gently, just blend that in. The shade I'm going for is this one here called Dream. Using a brush, and I'm not going to wet the brush. I'm just going to apply that in the center of the eye, so I can use as many shades as possible. Oh yeah. Do you know what? Actually, no. Let's wet the brush. Let's intensify the color and make it pop a bit more. Oh yeah, that's more like it. So I'm just patting that in gently. See the difference? Face is looking a bit powdery and so on. Don't you worry about that. It's not about the rest of the face, about the eyes. I'll sort it out in a moment. And the next shade we are going to go through is 21, which is the one that stood out to me, the bright red, this one here, 21. And I'm just using a small brush. It's a Morphe brush, but there is no name on it, unfortunately. And I'm just going to apply that. Woo! There's a bit of color, a lot of color. Not much fallout, and I'm just going to apply that directly underneath. Ooh, mama! Look at that! Oh yeah. Next shade I'm going to use is I'm going to go back and use Enchanted. That one, and I'm just going to keep that as close to my waterline as possible, just to darken it a bit. Alrighty, so I'm just going to go and finish off the rest of my face off camera, and then I'll come back to you and we can try the lipstick. So I'm not going to do anything really, there isn't much left to do, just black eyeliner, and then the inner corner of the eyes. I'm going to use the color Everyday, which is this one here, on the inner corner of my eyes, and then we shall try the lipstick, because the first time I'm trying it, and then I'll give you some couple of swatches for the other two lipsticks which I'm not going to use today, and then give you my final thoughts. See you in a moment. Alright, this is my face all done. Unfortunately, because this is take two, I've got lipstick on and I couldn't be bothered to take it off and I have to put it on again. Sorry about that. It just takes too much time. But the lip pencil I've got is Cola from NYX, and the lip shade that I chose, which has a bit of a rosy tinge to it, is this one here, which is called Cake. And just to give you a swatch of Cake, that's Cake. Next color that I've got is this one, which is called Syrup. And the final shade is this one, which is Fudge, and it's like a chocolatey color. I love this color actually. There's Fudge, and yeah, that for me, my favorite shade is Fudge. I only chose Cake because obviously the makeup look that I've got, I thought that will go better, but Fudge, that's definitely, yeah, I love this shade. Brown pencil, lip pencil, then it works fine. So all of these three lipsticks actually will work for someone of my skin tone, which is really, really great, because, you know, you have to be mindful when it comes to nude shades. Some work, some don't. At £4 each, it is really lovely. The formula is soft and creamy, buttery soft. My lips feel moisturized. You know, it's just something that's really, really comfortable. And yeah, so I would recommend all three of those, and I'm happy with all three. I can make all three of them work with a good lip pencil or another lipstick that's darker, creating an ombre effect. None of them will go to waste, and they are really, really nice. Now, with regards to the palette itself, first of all, when it comes to swatches, from personally, my opinion, I'm not fantastic at making swatches, so I'll take that into account, but it isn't the best at making swatches. Some are more patchy than others. The one shade that was actually fantastic was the yellow gold, which is La Sun. That's what it's called, and it is utterly stunning. If you can see, look at that was one swipe and that was it. The other shades are kind of patchy. You can see, I'm trying to think of which way to turn my arm. You can see them that way, so they're a bit patchy, and yeah, so unfortunately they don't necessarily swatch the best. There are some here also, some shades which the matte shades which actually swatch better than others. However, it isn't about swatches really, because you can have palettes where they swatch horrible, but then when you apply them to the eyes, they're just fantastic. Or you could have them where they swatch beautiful, but when you go and put them on your eyes, there isn't much of a color payoff, and it's a disappointment. I would rather something that doesn't swatch properly, but when you apply it to the eyes, it works. This palette works brilliantly on the eyes. It's super easy to blend all the shades. They're very, very buildable as well. It is super affordable, 18 eyeshadows for £10 really, and I can't really complain. It's lovely and I am so happy with it. I'm glad I actually managed to get this collection, the whole collection, and I'm happy with all 4 items, which is unusual. When you get collection, it's usually the 1 or 2 items that you're not happy with. So I'm a happy bunny. Sorry, sniveling away there, hay fever. So, my conclusion, what are you waiting for? Huh? What are you waiting for? if you have got the money to spend, it's not expensive, go ahead. I am very, very happy with this. And as usual, I hope that you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate it. I'm a nosy gal who likes to know what you're up to. Let me know what you think about this look. I know it's purpley reddish and it was something that I'm used to. I know, sorry, but tough. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'll speak to everyone very soon. Bye.